lovelies. My name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit. And I have an update today for my Alice in Wonderland project. Now, considering all of the products that are in this project right now are all eyeshadows, I haven't made very much progress, but I still have made some, which I'm actually kind of excited about. So before I actually get into the update this time around, I'm just going to chat a little bit because time just goes way too fast. And I realized after watching Anouk's video, her update that she posted the other day, this project is quickly coming to an end. So this project actually ends in July, on July 25th. And I will be coming back with this project once again. So if you would like to join, please let me know. I will absolutely throw you down in the description box once I restart this project. I will be more than likely posting my finale for this on July 25th and then my intro possibly on July 26th. If I decide to do separate videos, I might just end up doing one combination video of the finale for this round and an intro for next round. Just kind of depending on my filming schedule, my posting schedule, and just like how busy I'm going to be and what I kind of prefer to do. I like having separate videos, but if you don't mind having a joined video of a finale and an intro, let me know and I will try and see if I'm able to do that, if it's not going to be too long. But also part of the reason why I don't mind having a separate intro video is because I think this time around, and I know I refreshed my project for myself a little bit earlier, but I never really followed with what my actual guidelines or instructions for this project are. So I do have them down in my description box, but they're at the very, very bottom. So I'm going to switch that up, throw them a little closer to the top, and just throw my prompts and what I'm working on towards the bottom. I don't know why it's switched around, but that's just how it's been. So I will switch that going forward for the next round. But basically, there are 23 prompts, I think. Yes, there's 23 prompts within this project. And what the ultimate goal is to make sure that you not only roll in all 23 prompts, but complete off all 23 prompts, complete your goals within the 12 months that this project goes for. So it's July 25th until July 25th. And basically, as I was kind of going through this, because I knew that the end was coming near, there's a little point in my instructions that say, like, if you roll in a prompt, but you don't have a product to put towards what that prompt is at that time, you can technically put that prompt on hold, re-roll, but then eventually make sure that you actually use that prompt at some point within those 12 months. So say within the first couple months, you roll in a prompt, you don't have an item for it, you can actually like hold off on that prompt and then say 2, 3, 4 months later even, you roll that prompt back in once you have a product that you can use towards that, whatever it might be. So I think next round, I'm going to try and follow this a lot more, not so strictly, but just like actually go with what my intended idea for this project was in the beginning. I did this one, if you didn't see the intro to this one, I did this one a couple of years ago and I decided to bring it back in July of 2024. I think a couple months into it, I refreshed the project for myself. Can't quite remember why. And I've just been rolling things in and out here and there. So I think that refresh kind of like threw me for a loop a little bit and kind of threw me off from what this project actually was. So next year, going forward, I'm going to stick with what the actual purpose of the project is going to be and hopefully be able to complete it, because at this point I sat down earlier and I still have like 13 prompts that I need to roll in. That was after the refresh. Prior to the refresh, there was a few prompts that I'm like, I swear I had that in this project, and I probably did within the first couple of months, but I don't have record. Well, I probably have it within my description box in the first few videos of this project this year, but I kind of decided to like exclude those and not count them. So I'm definitely a little bit further behind than I would like to be, and I'm definitely not going to be able to roll 13 prompts in today, because we have today's update, which we are in April, we have May's update, June's update, and then it ends in July. So technically we still have a little bit of time. I'm going to roll in a couple of prompts I think today, but definitely not going to be able to complete the last 13 that I have, but that's okay. It's just a project. It's not the end of the world, but I would like to try my best for the next round and actually keep up with it as best as I can. So with that, let's get into the update that I have for you guys today. So we have 4 prompts that I currently am working on, and 3 of those have been rolled over from the last at least a month, if not 2 or more. So I'm just going to scroll on up because I don't have my notebook with me. I just have everything on my computer. So one of the items that has been in here for quite a while at this point is for 2 different prompts, and I have my Becca Eyelights palette in here for both prompts. Now the first one is It's Only a Dream, which is, where are we? A limited edition or a discontinued product, which Becca in general is discontinued. So this palette as a whole is in here for that prompt. And then the other prompt that this palette is in here for is the Dodo, which is my a product that you've tried to pan before. So for both of those prompts, I pulled in 2 different eyeshadows. Now, this is what the palette's looking like. I have not touched this since the last update, so there's absolutely no difference. Now, Hot Chocolate, which is, nope, this one right here. My goal is to hit pan, and I have not done that. So this is for the It's a Dream prompt, the one that is discontinued. So this is what I pulled in for my Becca shade. So I still don't have pan, but it's not entirely surprising because of my whole eye situation. And then for the other one, the Dodo, so what was it? Something that I've tried to pan before. I have pan in this shade here, Pearl. My goal is to completely finish it off, and my plan was to use this as a highlighter. However, I have not reached for it whatsoever. I was going through all of my eyeshadows, trying to kind of lay things out to see if I can kind of do like a no pan left behind. Not that I'm really going to do a project for it right now, but that's a different story. But as I was going through everything, I ended up putting this back into my eyeshadow palettes and not leaving it out where I normally do. So I kind of completely forgot about reaching for this palette altogether. So I still want to completely finish this off by using it as a highlighter. And I think as long as I keep this out, which I'm not going to put it away, I should be able to do that for the next update. I will probably repress this. I'm going to try and finish off what I can with my highlighting brush the way that it currently is. But until I'm not able to really grab too much product on the brush, I'm going to then repress it. So, and then I know that it'll go quickly after that. So I'm really hoping that this is going to be completely finished off by the May update. Then this shade right here, I'm thinking I might be able to have pan in this semi soon. For my eye situation, I did end up getting some antibiotic eye drops that I started today. Actually, the day that I'm filming this is the 24th, and I have to use them for I think 7 days. And hopefully after those 7 days, I'm definitely going to try and wear some eyeshadow and see how it works. So if everything is good, which it's going to be, then I'm going to try and focus in on this shade and get that one rolled out. So this is for those 2 prompts. And then I had another prompt in here for a little while now. I think this is like the 3rd month that it's been in. And that was for the shade, I want to say it's the Dutchess. Yes, and that was a product or a shade that you didn't like at first, but then you grew to love. And I have my NYX single shadow in the shade 10, which is a silver shade. Now, I had to look back at not the last update, but the one before that to see what my goal was, and it was a 5-use goal. Last month, I don't remember if I mentioned how many uses it was or if I thought it was like 10. I only have a 5-use goal on this. However, I'm still only sitting at 3 uses. So this is going to stay in because I want to finish that goal. I want to hit it. I want to get it rolled out. So I'm thinking that maybe the first day I wear eye makeup, I'm just going to like the first couple of days just work on these products if I remember to, just to be able to roll them out for the next update, because I would really like to be able to roll in a few things next month. So I still have 2 uses left on here, and even though this is a product that like I don't mind, I've never minded eyeshadow. It's not something that I like didn't really like at first. I grew to enjoy this specific one, and the other day I was looking at the list of prompts and I was just kind of going through them, knowing I had this in a project but not really remembering what it was for. And as I came across this prompt, this was literally the first thing that came to mind. So I'm like, clearly it's the right product for this prompt. I just need to finish off those uses to be able to actually get it out of here. So this is going to be staying in for a little bit longer as well. And then last month, I actually rolled in a brand new prompt, which was exciting. And I rolled in 10-6, which is a product or a shade that you use in the fall time or in October. And I decided I was rolling in a bento box by Kaja. And I ultimately decided I wanted to work on the orange shimmer shade in this little stack. Now, my goal was to hit pan, and I don't have pan, but you can see that I have usage. And I actually used this the few times that I decided to try and wear some eye makeup during April. So I want to say maybe it was my One Tree Hill project pan. I can't quite remember. One of the updates that I did recently, I had mentioned that there was a few days in April that I wore eye makeup. The one was on the evening of the 15th. I kind of put it on mid-afternoon when I came home from work for lunch. I had an event that I was working for work. And I used this shade along with the pink that is in my pastel dream palette, my pastel palette from Natasha Denona, and I really liked the combination of the pink and this like orange shade. So for the next day, I decided to try out my eye makeup again and see how it was going to work, because it was absolutely perfectly fine on the evening of the 15th, and I wore it from like 1 o'clock, 1:30, like right until almost I went to bed. I didn't get home until 7:30, and then a little bit later is when I took off my eye makeup. So for a good amount of time, my eyes were perfectly fine. The next day, I decided to try it again, and I put on this shade with the pink shade, and I just still really, really enjoyed that look. So I definitely tried this a few times. However, that day, my eye makeup started to kind of like do its weird thing. So the usage that I got was mainly on that day. I think I redid it like 3 times, 2 or 3 times. So I definitely got like 4 uses, I think, on this. Not that I'm keeping track of the usage, but just like in my head, I was kind of keeping track. And I want to say I got about 4 uses. So 3 of them were just from like one day alone. However, that was such a pretty look. I really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I don't have a photo for it, but I am really excited to actually dip into this again and do that eye look at least 1 or 2 more times, because I think it's going to be a very pretty eye look to do, not just in the springtime or even summer, but like when fall rolls around, I can definitely try and do that look again, because I think that, of course, orange and fall time just are one and the same. But I think that it's a very pretty, simple, it blended really nicely together. I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm excited that I was able to find that combination in the midst of all of this. So even though I don't get to roll anything out right now, I'm still going to roll in a couple of prompts, because I kind of want to start to get this project going. And yes, I do have 1 extra month than I thought. Technically, there's the May update, June, and then the finale in July. But, oh, I need that. I'm still going to randomize 2 new prompts to bring into here. So I am just going to randomize 1 through 23. And then if I've already had that prompt, I will just re-roll until I get something new. So I have everything listed down below, what I've already rolled out, what is staying into my projects, and what is being rolled in down in the description box. So that's what I'm going to be checking out off to the side here to see if I have already used the prompt. And the first one being rolled in is going to be number 6. I wrote them all out when I was at work earlier, but I don't quite remember. Okay, so number 6 is It's Only a Dream. I already have that prompt. It's currently being worked on. So we're going to roll again. Oh, it's an ad. But that was number 12. And that prompt is 10-6, which I'm already currently working on. Let's get something different here. Number 1, and that is Fall Down the Rabbit Hole. So a product that you fell in love with. And I feel like this is a prompt that I had when I first started off this project, but that's okay. We are going to allow it to come back because, like I said, I kind of put those off to the side and didn't really count them. So a product that I fell in love with, so I get to find something for that to pull in. And then one more, let's see, number 17, which is Wonderland Croquet. So the flamingo is used as a mallet and the hedgehog is used as the ball. So you're going to find a product that you're going to use for an entirely different purpose. And I already know what I'm going to pull in for this because I actually kind of thought about it very briefly while I was trying to write out and figure out the prompts that I still had to pull in for this project. So let me go get that product. Plus, let me find a product that I completely fell in love with. And I will be back to show you guys what is being rolled into this project for the next few months, more than likely. I will be right back. Okay, so that took me a little bit longer because I had to do some digging. The product that I knew I was going to pull in for the prompts Wonderland Croquet, I actually had sitting right beside me, so I had to do some digging to figure out if it was in a project that I completely forgot I threw it into. It's not, so good luck there. I was happy about that. I had to like sit and watch videos and updates and try and go through the description box and see, I'm like, is it in here? Did I completely forget that I was even working on it? I'm not, so I'm happy about that. And then I went to go find a product that I fell in love with. So I do have a few items here to show you guys. So let's just start with the first prompt that was rolled in, which happens to be number 1. So that works out nicely. And again, that prompt is fall down the rabbit hole, so a product that you fell in love with. Now, this is something that I normally don't showcase on my channel too much. I did have my advent calendar project pan last year where I tried to use up my mini sampled fragrances. So what I decided to roll in for this prompt was some of the remaining ones that I had left over from that project. They are all in this little David's Tea advent calendar little component here, packaging, whatever you want to call it. And I have 4, 5, 6 little sample perfumes in here. Now I want to see what I can finish off for this project. My goal is going to be to completely finish off all 6 of these. I do have two that I'm currently working on, 2 that are, well, one is in a project and the other one I just recently got and I've used it a couple of times. So I don't have that one in here. That's just going to be like an additional item, I suppose. But I have 6 that are in here that I want to finish off. So I will go through the 6 of them with you. The first one here is by Versace called Bright Crystal. Now, a lot of these I haven't actually sprayed yet, so I don't quite know what they smell like. So we're going to be surprised when I'm choosing to rotate through them and pick the lucky one for that time. So Crystal or Bright Crystal, Bright Crystal. And this one, I think I was excited to receive the little sample because I liked the bottle and I kind of wanted to see if I was going to like the perfume before I purchased it. I do have another Versace one right here, this light blue one. And this one is called Dylan Turquoise. If I hold this properly, maybe, oh, it matches my nails. Look at that. Versace, and it's not showing up very clear, but it's Dylan Turquoise. This one is 1 Million Perfume. Now, I don't think this is the one lady, which I really enjoy and I was working on in my advent calendar project. I do have the little bottle still. I have a little one of these with the bottles that I really enjoyed that I would like to purchase one day. So if I do actually enjoy any of these, I will just add them to this or to that. I don't think this is the lady version though, because it doesn't say it on there. This one is by Floral Street, and this is called Sunflower Pop. So that sounds like it's going to be very fun and spring-like, and I'm actually really excited to try that one out just by the name. This one is hard to read. Very hard to read. I can't read that at all. Oh my goodness, I'm dropping everything. Oh, is this Kayali? It is. Kayali. I have no idea. I cannot read that. Kayali, and then I have no idea what that is supposed to say. If you know, let me know. And then this one is clean, and this is in, I think, Lush flower in French. I butcher my French, so we're gonna test these ones all out, and we are going to see which ones I enjoy. Hopefully some of them, if not all of them. And then again, I will throw the empty ones the ones that I enjoy into the other little thing that I have of these to maybe one day in the future purchase at some point. I really do like perfume. I've always enjoyed like scents and sprays. A lot of Bath and Body Works sprays I've gone to, but actual like perfumes I actually am getting back into, and I love it. I just love something about like a fragrance, an actual perfume. There's just something about it that I just love spritzing it, and I just really, really enjoy it. So I think this is really a good product to pull in for this prompt, and it's something different, which is exciting. And then for Wonderland Croquet, it's a product used for an entirely different purpose. And the one thing that came to mind, like I said, was sitting right beside me. And thankfully, I'm not using it in another project. And this is actually a very old NYX eyeshadow in the old packaging. This was gifted to me a few years back now for my birthday-ish. One of the ladies I work with was planning on giving me a bag of her older makeup to kind of sort through. This happened to be in there. It just happened to be my birthday the day that she gave it to me. And this is in the shade Hot Pink. So I plan on using this as a blush. You can see the sparkle going on in there. I have not tested this on my eyes, but I have worn this as a blush once. So I kind of want to use it that way. I just want to wear away the little cross the lines in the pan or in the shade there. Just see if I can wear them away. I'm not going to try and hit pan or anything like that, even though that ultimately would be amazing. But I just want to wear away the little lines in here and just see how much I actually enjoy it. I'm going to try and wear it as an eyeshadow, even just to kind of test it out. I will swatch it though, just because I am. Oh, it's like gritty. I don't know if you can, the lighting right now is not the best, so I apologize, but it's probably not going to be a very good eyeshadow. But even if I can build this up on my cheeks, I think I'm really going to enjoy it, and I might be able to get rid of those little lines in there a little bit quicker that way. So I'm excited for the next few weeks and, you know, try out these perfumes and see what I enjoy, what I might not, and go with that pink blush. Oh my goodness. I can blend it out with another pink blush or two that I have going on in another project, so I'm really excited about that as well. So hopefully you guys stick around for the next little bit to see what my progress is going to be like at the next update. And again, this project goes until July, and I will be bringing it back in July and really sticking to what the project is actually supposed to be about. And if you have not seen Anouk Dominique Rose, please go check out her videos on it. And I believe I have a list of all of the others who are joining in on this project as well. So please go check them out down in the description box. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed this update. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys all later. Bye.